Well, he had many, many more stories to tell and games to call. Longtime Detroit sportscaster and the voice of the Cleveland Cavaliers, Local 4 alum, and our friend, Fred McLeod, has passed away. You know, just 2 weeks ago, we were hearing Freddie's voice back on the local airwaves because he was calling the Lions preseason games. But tonight, that voice has suddenly been silenced by a heart attack.
Yeah, and Bernie joins us now. Bernie, obviously, you were great friends with Fred, and it was just a shock to everybody today.
Yeah, I think everybody's a little numb in this building, that's for sure. But the one thing about Fred McLeod is he loves sports. He just loved sports, and he loved being a sportscaster. And if you've been around this area, you know he did play-by-play for the Pistons, for the Lions. He even did some Tiger spring training games. Heck, if they'd offered him the chance, he'd have done Red Wings games, and he'd done well in that and not missed a beat. So it is with great sadness that we learned today that Fred McLeod had passed away.
At the Palace, Fred McLeod, Local 4.
There is only one way to describe Fred McLeod. He is what's known in the business as a pro's pro, always prepared to the maximum for any sporting event he does. You might remember he did play-by-play of the Pistons from 1984 until 2006.
Hamilton rises, hits it! Two-point game.
Fred was also the host of Sports Final Edition here at Local 4 for many years. He left no stone unturned. If it happened in Detroit sports, you would hear and see it on Sunday night from Fred.
And welcome to Sports Final Edition. I'm Fred McLeod.
Fred worked here at Local 4 from 1990 until he left for Cleveland 16 years later. When Fred was on, he was on. He could anchor and he could report with the best of them. Like the night he spoke to Scott Mitchell, the Lions quarterback, at the Lions Halloween party in 1995.
I'm on a diet right now. I'm on a diet. Whatever, it's a seafood diet, right? Whatever I see, I eat food. I'm a big buck, you know, the target's on me, I'm out there. I want to apologize for pulling my quarterback. I shouldn't have done it. Wait, no!
Fred was intense and focused, but he also had a terrific sense of humor, and he loved to laugh.
You only shoot misses.
Even if it was at his own expense.
He knocked it down!
But Fred was able to achieve his ultimate dream when he was named as the Lions play-by-play guy for the just concluded preseason. Again, there was no event he couldn't handle.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Fred McLeod.
Fred spent the past 13 years as the voice of the Cleveland Cavaliers, and his love of sports came through every night with every broadcast. And the night the Cavaliers won their first NBA championship, well, Fred McLeod was Fred McLeod.
That was followed by a moment of him in tears, sobbing there. It's really a great piece of video. But the other part of the Fred McLeod story we would be remiss if we didn't include was the love story that existed between he and his wife, Beth.
Yeah.
They were just crazy about each other.
They were, and Fred, you know, cared for Beth, protected Beth, made sure. I spoke to Beth this morning. She obviously is in shock. She said Fred was a health nut. He took care of himself 24 hours a day, so everybody's sort of blown away by this story. But the one thing about Fred that I always remember is Fred was your friend. Once you became his friend, you were his friend, and he would travel every year to the West Coast doing Cavaliers games and Pistons games, and he would call every year from the Nike store, my hand to God, every year. And the last conversation I remember, Fred says, they don't have 11 and a half. You want a 12 or do you want an 11? And we always, and he would FaceTime with him.
Yeah, he would take orders from
he would. He would take shots.
Oh, it was really
So it was really, it's what a loss. Just, it's really heartbreaking.
And he really, 67 years old, which of course is way too young, but he seemed so much younger than that. He had such verve, and he really was, because he was an athlete before, a college athlete, played baseball back in the day, but so attentive to his health and to his fitness all the time.
But I also think he got to do the one thing he never thought he was going to do, and that was the Lions games.
Oh, yeah.
And doing football, NFL football. And I think that was a drive, and he obtained it. I mean, he made it. Fred was a pro. I mean, he never left a stone unturned.
Great mentor.
I was going to say, as a young sportscaster, you got a chance to be around him, and he kind of mentored you a little bit.
In one moment, holding the camera when his son Sean won the state baseball championship, we ran out there and held the camera for him while he was a proud dad and a sportscaster in the same moment. It was really something to see.
Could pull it off, of course. So tonight, our hearts are with, as I mentioned, the love of his life, Beth McLeod, his daughters Jenna and Molly, his son Sean, who we were just talking about, and his beloved grandchildren. Fred McLeod was just 67, and he is going to be missed by all of us.
Till then, thank you for staying up with us. Good night.